everyone, welcome back to Beauty by Violett, and today I'm going to talk about my skincare routine. I'm also going to give you some insight on your skin and kind of how it works and why I do these things. So first of all, let me tell you a little bit about my skin. I'm in my mid-30s, so aging is definitely an issue. But it should be something that you're trying to prevent in your 20s already, especially with how much time we spend in the sun. It's really important to focus on the anti-aging products. My skin is also very oily, so I also focus on that as something to combat on a regular basis. First of all, let's talk about cleansers. The cleanser that I use is the Dermalogica Clay Cleanser. Now, all of the products that I use are Dermalogica, and the reason I do this is because I have tried several different skincare systems, and this is the one that I find that works for me. Now, this is a little bit more pricey, but what you are paying for is what you get as far as results. Now, how I knew that this product was working for me, the Dermalogica line, was that my skin broke out. Now this sounds funny, but this is kind of how your skin works. When you switch to a skincare line that is working for you, what your skin does is it detoxifies. So what it does is it pulls the bad things out, and when it hits the surface of your face, it will cause breakouts. So when I switched to the skincare line, I had some major breaking out going on. So what I did was continue using it because I knew that it was working. It was obviously detoxifying my skin. Now, after about a week and a half, then everything cleared up, and my skin, it was obviously a lot better than it had been. So for a cleanser, I use the Dermal Clay Cleanser. I use this in the morning and at night. And what you want to do is you want to use a wash rag, or you want to use a brush head, because that's going to give you a deep cleanse. If you're using your fingers, all you're doing is transferring bacteria onto your face, and it's not really going to get off all of your makeup. So use this first, and that is going to help you with the next step, which is your makeup remover. Now, for every night that you go to sleep without removing your makeup, you age 15 days. And this is because it's not a normal state for you to go to sleep with eye makeup on your eyes. Okay, so what you want to do is just use an oil-free eye makeup remover, or an oil-free eye makeup remover wipe. I really like the Neutrogena one. I use the wipes, and I also use, just this on a cotton pad. So remove your eye makeup, especially if you have waterproof eye makeup on. You're going to have to use something like this type of a product to get it off. So the next step during the day that I do is the multi-active toner. Now, I have oily skin, so I do need to use a toner, and the toner is going to get rid of any excess oil, but it's also going to prepare your skin for the next step, which is your moisturizer. Now, during the day, what I'm doing is I'm focusing on the issues that I have with my skin. So what you want to do is focus on the issues that you have with your skin, whether it's oily, whether you're acne prone, or whether you have dry skin. Focus on those areas. So you want your products to be geared to do that. You also want your products to be geared towards protecting your skin, because during the day we want to protect our skin from the things that are, in our environment. Whether you work in, like, say, a factory and there's a lot of debris in the air, or you work at a fast food restaurant, there's oil, or whether you're in the sun and you need an SPF. So during the day, what I do is I focus on my oil control. Okay, so I use the oil control lotion, and this is very mattifying. If you have oily skin, this is going to help with that. It really mattifies. You want to make sure that you really rub it in very good, or you actually will get just some white spots where it didn't totally soak in. Moisturizer is very, very important. Whether you have oily skin or dry skin, you need a moisturizer. Now, what will happen is if you don't wear a moisturizer, say you have oily skin and you're like, obviously I don't need any more moisture because I have lots of oil on my face. Well, what will happen is your skin will overcompensate for that, and it's going to actually produce more oil just to compensate for the loss of moisture. So if you use a lotion or moisturizer, then it's going to actually stop creating as much oil. The oil control lotion, again, is really great for controlling that excess oil, especially in your T-zone. Another really important thing to know about moisturizer is that the signs of aging is caused by loss of moisture. That's why they say if you go in the sun that you're going to age faster, because what it's doing is it's sucking the moisture out of your skin. So in order to fight the signs of aging, what we need to do is we need to keep our skin moist. So always use a moisturizer in the day and at night. The next step that I do during the day is the Total Eye Care from Dermalogica. Now the Total Eye Care has an SPF in it, okay? So what it's going to do is it's going to moisturize that area, but it's also going to protect that area, which the skin around your eyes is 1/4 of an inch thinner than the skin on the rest of your face, and that's why you see the signs of aging there first. So you want to make sure that that area around your eyes is always moisturized. So you need an extra moisturizer for that, and you also need to protect it during the day, and that's what this does. Now we'll talk about the steps that I do at night. Again, I use the Dermal Clay Cleanser, and then I will use the makeup remover wipes. So the next step that I use is the antioxidant Hydra Mist, and what this is going to do is it's going to basically give your skin its vitamins for the night. And this is an anti-aging product, and this is going to basically rebuild the surface of your skin, and it's going to help with texture. Now at night, what you're focusing on is rebuilding your skin or rejuvenating it. If you're trying to fight the signs of aging, you're trying to rebuild your skin. So at night you want to focus on giving your skin what it needs and focusing on fighting the signs of aging. So the antioxidant Hydra Mist is going to basically give your skin the vitamins that it needs while you're sleeping, and it's going to rebuild the barrier of your skin. The second step at night that I use is the Dynamic Skin Recovery. Now the Dynamic Skin Recovery is an age smart product also. And this product is going to help with rebuilding the collagen in your skin and the elasticity. As you age, what happens is we lose the elasticity in our skin. So this is going to help reproduce that. So at night I will put this moisturizer on, and it's a little bit more emulsifying. You can tell it's just kind of a drink of water for your skin. The next step that I use is, of course, again, under the eyes and also on the lids, I will put on the multivitamin Power Firm. Now this is a different eye cream than the one I use during the day. The one I use during the day is meant to hydrate and protect my skin, but this one is going to fight the signs of aging. It's going to decrease lines and wrinkles around your eyes, and it's going to take care of smoothing the area around your eyes and also bringing back the elasticity to your skin under your eyes. So the next product that I use is the Renewal Lip Complex, and the Renewal Lip Complex, you just put it on your lips, and this product is meant to also fight the signs of aging, and it's going to really increase the moisture in your lips. A lot of us will forget about our lips, and we're fighting the signs of age on our face, but we're totally forgetting about our lips. And our lips, they do not have the capability of actually creating moisture on their own like our face does, so we need to do that for ourselves. So I will use this at night. Just put a layer of this on and then go to bed. When you wake up in the morning, your lips are nice and soft. Things that I do as part of maintenance on my skin every other day or so. The first thing that I do is an exfoliator. Now exfoliating is really, really important. Here's kind of what happens. People, if they don't exfoliate, their skin will appear more dull than other people's skin, and here's why. Your skin cells are constantly dying and flaking off. We're always losing skin cells. What happens is if you don't exfoliate, these skin cells, they stay on your face. Most of the time what ends up happening is they crystallize on your face, and they kind of create a barrier between your healthy skin, and what happens is your skin appears to be very dull. So what you need to do is you need to exfoliate them off, and what you're left with is a baby soft layer of skin. You can tell the feeling of the skin is different. It's much smoother and it's much brighter. And exfoliating is also going to get inside those pores and clean them out, because what happens is, dirt and oil builds up inside of our pores, and we need to get inside those pores and clean them out. So an exfoliator has little crystals that get inside the pores and can clean them out. Now this is going to make the difference between good skin and great skin. This is going to cut down also on the amount of blemishes that you get because you're cleaning out your pores. The other thing that it does is it makes your skin process. So it also helps fight the signs of aging, because what happens is when you're younger, your skin will actually turn over about every 24 to 48 hours where it's creating new skin cells. But as you get older, that slows down. So what you want to do is make it do that. And how you do that is by exfoliating. And so that's going to help with your fine lines and wrinkles too, is making your skin turn over. And by exfoliating, you will be doing that. You want to make sure that you're using an exfoliator that's safe for your skin. Some exfoliators will be really harsh, and you don't want to use those, very often. I would just say, exfoliate if you can at least once a week. If you can do it more than that, great, because an exfoliator like this is not going to hurt your skin if you use it once a day, but your skin is just going to look really great. The next thing that I do is a mask. Now, what I typically do is I will use the skin refining mask. I will use that one day, and then every other day I use a mask. So the skin refining mask, kind of what it does here, I'll just kind of read it to you because it really does a lot of things. You want to use it all over or exclusively in the T-zone after cleansing to help purify, lift surface impurities, and wick away excess oils that can trigger congestion and enlarge pores. It helps control overactive oil production while calming and refreshing skin with an active blend of something I can't pronounce. So anyways, I use this because I have oily skin. There is also a hydrating one, and I would recommend that if you have really dry skin or even normal skin. You want to give your skin that extra moisture that it needs. The other mask that I like by them is the sebum mask, and what that is people with oily skin, they have extra sebum. Now, oily skin isn't necessarily a bad thing, because what I've heard is that you actually will age slower because your skin has that extra layer of moisture or protection. What it is sebum. When you wake up in the morning and you have that layer of, it kind of feels oily, that's what that is sebum. And people with oily skin just have an excess amount of it. The anti-sebum mask is going to actually cut down on that. So I find that really helps too with my extra oiling. Focusing on these things have made a huge difference in my skin and my appearance. And being as old as I am, since I've always been focusing on these things, I think that I can tell a difference between my skin and somebody else's skin that's the same. So if you're in your 20s, it's not too early to start focusing on your skin and anti-aging products. Your face is the first thing that everybody sees when they meet you. So taking care of the skin on your face should be one of your first priorities. One other thing I wanted to mention is I hear this, I have like fuzzies flying in the air from my kitty. I hear this from a lot of people that they use soap and water, and you don't want to use soap and water. What happens is, when you use soap in your shower, what happens to your walls in your shower? You get mildew buildup, right? Well, what happens with soap, when you use it on your face, you get soap scum also, and you get mildew. And what happens is it gets inside your pores and it builds up in there, and it's really, really ugh. So Dermalogica has different skin kits that you can get. They have the Age Smart one that you can get in the little trial sizes, and I think they're, you know, like this size, and they're $35. They have one for oily skin, dry skin. They have the Age Smart one, so that you can actually try it out. And then I think it also comes with some samples of the mask, and then, you know, their full size product. And yeah, it's a little bit more pricey, but this skincare brand is actually put out by the Dermalogical Institute, so they really know what they're talking about. And I could just tell when I switched to this that this was obviously working very well. My skin looked a lot more healthy. I have absolutely no blemishes now, and my skin feels so moisturized and nice, and it feels a lot firmer. And yes, I'm paying a little bit more for this, but I'm also getting the results that I'm paying for. So that kind of wraps up my skincare routine and a little bit of information for you on skin. If you have any questions, you just write it in the comments below, and I'll get back to you on that. I'll put a list of all of the products that I use and how I do my skincare routine on my blog, and I'll put a link to the blog below. I'll also put a link to the products on my website, because I do have these on my website and they're 5% off. And thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you subscribe, and I will see you very soon.